What does it mean to adapt to climate change? Adaptation is an approach that enables us to reduce and better manage the impacts of a changing climate. It involves implementing solutions to prepare for and learn to live with a new climate reality. Adaptation is part of a two-pronged strategy in the fight against climate change, which also includes the reduction of greenhouse gases. A wide variety of adaptation solutions are possible. What might they look like? Let's take an example. You live in a municipality that is affected by several hazards, like flooding and heat waves. A series of solutions could be implemented to minimize the impacts. For example, sewer systems can be upgraded to handle larger quantities of rainfall in the future, or more refreshing green spaces can be created. These solutions are referred to as structural measures. They are tangible, localized, and targeted, and often based on engineering techniques. Other kinds of solutions exist that are less visible but just as important. These are called non-structural measures and are often applied on a larger scale. For example, a government agency launches a province-wide awareness campaign to inform the public about what to do in the event of a heat wave. Some professionals use planning tools for municipal land use. Others, such as engineers and urban planners, work with laws, standards, and codes that incorporate new climate data into their design criteria. For a given issue, it is therefore possible to use several solutions to maximize the benefits of adaptation. Their implementation can generate significant co-benefits, such as increased biodiversity, economic growth, and improved quality of life. Adaptation solutions aim to minimize damage and even seize opportunities. Properly applied, adaptation can be a profitable investment for society. For every dollar well invested, it is estimated that, on average, we can save $10 to $15 that would have been spent in response to a disaster. The good news is that adaptation is well underway across the province. In recent years, more and more adaptation initiatives have been undertaken in Quebec. They can be found in agriculture, energy, water, tourism, mining and forestry, and are located in the north and in the maritime, urban, and rural environments. These solutions also target specific climate phenomena. They aim to reduce the consequences of sudden extreme events such as floods, forest fires, or heat waves, as well as more gradual changes like rising sea levels, the shift in seasons, and thawing permafrost. But watch out, adaptation solutions are sometimes complicated to implement and require careful advanced planning to avoid the risk of maladaptation. Maladaptation refers to actions that can generate other consequences that shift the problem elsewhere. For example, to adapt to increasing coastal hazards, your municipality may have built a protective wall. What seemed like a good idea at first, in this case, has the effect of accentuating erosion on neighboring land, creating a false sense of security and increasing long-term costs. So adaptation is a process of constant learning, coordination, and adjustment to a changing climate. To be successful, it requires everyone's collaboration, often through collective and sometimes individual measures. Adaptation and reducing greenhouse gas emissions are the winning equation for dealing with consequences of today's and tomorrow's climate. Want to learn more? Visit ouranos.ca.